Who's ready for some Motorcycle Mayhem Radio National? What's up, everybody? I am Johnny Rizzo, and you're watching, or maybe listening somewhere, the Motorcycle Mayhem Radio, the national show. Let's welcome Bob Johnson. What's up, Bob? Hold on, Bob. I got to get your mic turned on. There you go. What's up, Bob?
Hey, everybody. How's it going? Glad to be here.
Oh, man, that damn band is so damn good. Holy shit, man.
Dude, I was singing every word. I was bobbing my head. Arcana Kings, guys, I can't say nothing more. I'm a fan. I'm a buddy. They're good people, and I dig them.
I'm so glad you introduced me to that band. Now that song is killing, man. That is a killer song. So let's say hi to LJ. What's up, LJ?
What is going on, man? Can everybody hear me all right?
Yep. We hear you, man. I know that
right.
that Lucky's running a couple minutes late.
Let's ride.
What?
Happy forget work. Let's ride day to everybody.
Yeah, happy. Let's forget. I can't say it. Happy forget work. Let's ride day. The last Wednesday in June, right? So
every year.
So
15th annual.
Did you do it today? You had it today, right?
Oh my God, yeah, we did it today. There was one on Long Island. Scott did it, down there. He had a 30, 40 bike. And we had probably 25 to 30 bikes up here. It was great, man. It was great. I sent you some pictures. I don't know if you got them.
Yeah, man. Are they all the same thing, or?
Well, yeah, this is us. We went to Catterskill Falls, one of our first stops on the run.
Right.
That's Craig at the end. My bro Craig.
Oh, you had what's your name up there with you? That's Scott's Run.
That's Scott's Run, Long Island. Yeah.
All right, so let me go back to you then. All right, there you go.
It's a mixture, yeah. This is us at a bar called the Broken Spoke Saloon in Richmondville, New York. Beautiful place, very cool, very biker friendly. There's definitely a biker bar. That's
nice.
Long Island. That's the Scott's Long Island
Run.
Okay.
I got them all mixed up here.
That's
I mean, what does it matter? Long Island, upstate New York. You guys both did a kick-ass job.
And I know people have told me, they're doing it here and there. That's Blackthorn people showing up.
Yeah, well, we got to make this event
forget work. Let's ride patches.
You got to make this event nationwide, man. That's what you got to do. What's up, Brian Horn? What's up, Mike Barron? No, what's up, everybody? Yeah. So you got to make this definitely.
I think with a little bit of help here from the people I know in this show, we could probably get this out there.
We'll get you some help out there.
Next they're Lucky. Yeah, we got Lucky with us now.
Thanks, Lucky.
Oh, this is what I would go for. That would be me right there. You know what
that was mine. That was my look. Listen, we went to a place called Maple on the Lake up here. Let me tell you, food is phenomenal there, and the view is amazing. It's a beautiful place with great food, man.
That's nice.
It's not far from here.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time, man.
Oh, man, we had a good
these pictures are awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
the pictures are really awesome. That you.
That's us there, kicking back, just getting ready waiting for our food.
What's up, Bob Kennedy?
That's Maple on the Lake. You can see the background there.
Man. That's nice, man.
That place. Tell me that's not beautiful.
Yeah.
What better place to be sitting in the summer?
I can't get off this picture. I'm sorry.
No, I don't blame you. That was my dinner, man. It was good, man. It was really, really good, man.
Well, good job, man.
That's the Broken Spoke Saloon again.
Hey, good job. Well, let's
we also
welcome Lucky.
We also went to a place called.
Wait.
Go ahead.
What do you call it? We also went to a place called Prattsville Tavern. Prattsville Tavern. Their motto is "Must have got lost." Little tiny, well, not little, but it's a bar town of Prattsville in the middle of nowhere, and for a long, long time. I mean, and their slogan started many, many years ago, decades ago, probably early '90s, early '80s, and it's just basically Prattsville Tavern. If you're there, you must have got lost.
Nice. I love it, man. I love it. So let's bring on to the show with us the man Lucky. What's up, Lucky? What? Sorry, Lucky.
Where'd he go? There
you go. There you go.
Oh, there I am. All right. How's it going, guys? Sorry a little bit late. I rushed like hell, pulled in the driveway right as the show was starting.
That's okay.
Listening to it on the car radio and coming on into the driveway. So hey, it's been great. Things are going great here at CycleFish. LJ will help you get that rally. We'll get that thing going as a nationwide event. We'll make sure everybody's having
that's gonna be
one
awesome.
of those events. next year. We'll plan that same weekend every year. We'll get that going. So
Well, it's on Wednesday, last Wednesday in June every year.
all right, we'll do that. We'll make it a thing. Yep, we'll be there. We'll get one. I'll get one going here in California, and we'll see how many people we can get jumping in on it to start their own rides across the country. Whether it's
Yeah,
five guys riding together or 200 guys, depending on the size of their group and how motivated
Yeah.
they are to go out and get some people involved in it.
That's how it starts, man.
Doesn't matter. Yep. That's how all those big. A lot of people are doing that these days. Doing these, make your own ride type thing. I know if you're familiar with the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, they do the ride for the kids every year.
Okay.
And they used to have an organized ride. They would start in, specified locations in different cities around the country, but they realized it was just hard. Some of these states are rather big, and if you put one or two in a state, so what they did was they opened it up to everybody get together and start your own ride, and they've got more participation going on now for that event than they've ever had. So it's,
Nice.
it's a great thing to do, and there's a lot of fun rides. I mean, you got the what is it, the Gentleman's Ride?
Yeah, that's a big one.
State Distinguished Gentleman's Ride for the prostate cancer, I believe it in. There's a charity that they're doing it for, and maybe we could even get a charity involved, and we'll think about what we can do for this ride. LJ, you and I will talk.
I'd like
on
to
this
do if we did something like that. I would like to do some kind of fallen biker, something for fallen bikers, because the ride started. And not to cut you off, but the ride originally came to my idea basically after my bro Big Tom died. We had gone on a ride together the last Wednesday in June of 2010. And it was just the greatest ride. And I had to go to work. And he kept saying, forget work. He said something different. He said, fuck work. But he kept saying, let's go, let's ride. Fuck work, let's ride.
The language.
And to make it more, politically correct, I changed it to forget work, let's ride. So, I mean, he was killed when he was hit on his bike. So if we got a charity involved and some kind of fallen biker fund to help the families of fallen bikers.
And there's usually somebody doing a fallen biker, charity or fund in, almost every state that I know of across the United States. There's someone doing it. I don't know if there's any nationals, but we can take a look at it. There you go, Bob. And
nice Bob.
Yep. But I know there's fallen biker groups all across the country. We can see if there's national ones. There's some big organizations that do them. To tell you about it, it was kind of funny you mentioned that, because my wife and I were in a pretty bad accident. I think it was 2014, actually, on the way back from the Redwood Run.
Wow.
And being in the motorcycle world like I was, and pretty popular on the internet, we some friends of ours posted it on Facebook. Prayers for Lucky. We spent several days in a hospital.
Oh boy.
Hundreds of miles from home, and luckily one of my friends came up and picked us up. My son went up there with his truck and picked up our bike for us. But we were beat up pretty bad, some emergency surgery for my wife and stuff. But it was kind of funny because we were home for about 2 days, and I heard a bunch of motorcycles rolling up in front of the house, and we're sitting. We had to buy a couple recliners because the only way we could sleep was sitting up. And we're in the living room sleeping in our recliners, and we hear these motorcycles roaring up in front of the house. And I said, "Oh, some of our friends were here." And they knock on the door, so I grabbed the cane they gave me, and I hobble over there with the cast on my leg, and open the door, and there's a bunch of bikers at the door, but I'd never didn't know any of them from Adam. These bikers at the doors, and they were all wearing Bikers for Christ patches, and they also had a biker fund foundation. So that they came into our home. They prayed with us. They had food, dishes of food for us, so we had meals for the next 4 or 5 days. They offered us some cash. Luckily we didn't need the cash. So, I turned that down and told them to give them somebody who would need it, but they stayed with us, and just gave us comfort for like an hour. Never met these people, didn't know them from Adam. They found their address from a friend of a friend, and just rolled up to our house, just offering us all kinds of things. Came back, a week or so later with more food for us because Laura wasn't able to cook. We were, and this is before DoorDash and all these types of things were available, so friends were bringing us food, but they kept showing up. So they are great organizations, and they let me tell you something
real quick. This Saturday I'm doing an event this Saturday, and ironically enough, it's the Bikers for Christ, the Down Biker fundraising run. That's Saturday. I'll be set up there, and it's funny how you mentioned him now.
That's what I was thinking about. I used to DJ that. I used to DJ that for Pastor Ski Man. Pastor Ski Man is a good friend of mine. And
where's that at, Johnny?
This is out in Long Island. This is going to be at 10 Peachtree Court in Holbrook, Long Island. So
and it's this Saturday.
it's this Saturday, yeah.
And I don't have it in my calendar.
You don't have it? Well, you have it now.
Somebody didn't tell. Well, send me that flyer when we get off the air here. Text that over to me. Email it over to me. Get it to me somehow.
All right.
The only thing I've got is this really weird ass ride called Nathan's Ride.
No.
That's a big event.
Somebody's putting on up there in Greenville, so I've got that out in the calendar for this Saturday. A couple other rides, but I don't have that one. So make sure we get it here on Cyclefish because
I absolutely will.
Out. We've still got a couple days, and with several thousand people a day visiting each one of our state calendars, we'll definitely let a few people know about it for you.
Well, that's awesome.
So,
well, speaking of Cyclefish, that wacky website that's out there, yeah. I actually did I covered an event this weekend. I'm still working on the story. I've got the pictures and all that. I'm going to send them out soon, hopefully by the end of this week. But I'll tell you, I went to that event this weekend, and let me tell you, we got there Friday, and the Handel family, as always, treat everybody great. I mean, you got Roy, Dale, Patty over there, and one of the things I got to mention is that I've been going there. This was the 20th anniversary of the first time I went. I mean, the first time I ever went to the Blackthorn was for this spring run, and this was 20 years. This year was 20 years I've been going. So, I mean, they've become like family, I mean, the whole resort. And I think I'm not the only one. I think most people who go there would say that. They go there for the first time on a bike and they stop there. And then over time, the Blackthorn just becomes their home away from home. Right. But you know what it is? One of the things that stood out to me this year is they have their kids, their sons, their daughters and all that. They're in their teens, they're young in their early 20s. And, we got the one son, Ethan. I mean, I'm running around and going down for breakfast and he drives by in the golf car and he's like, hey, what's going on? Hop in, gives me a ride. I mean, and they're now, they're family. So it's a family run resort. And now the kids, it's kind of becoming a big part of it. And it's just cool. It's like, these young kids you used to see 20 years ago running around, playing around at the place, are now running the place. They're like the one son is taking over the tiki bar, the other one's helping us with the battle of the bands, and just what a great event. And I mean, there was just so many great bands, playing Friday night and the run itself. I mean, listen, I've been up here 8 years. I've ridden a lot of these roads, and one of my famous things I say all the time about the Catskills is every road is more beautiful than the next. And I got to say, the roads on this ride may have been the best ones I've seen so far. I mean, probably one of the most beautiful runs I've ever been on. We stopped at a small town called Arkville. Never heard of it. And we stopped there at there's a brewery. They make vodka and all that. A beautiful place. I forget the name. It'll be in the story. And then we had we went to this beautiful lake. It's like somebody found this small lake and they made like a park out of it. And then way up on the hill, they have these pavilions and they had lunch there. We had lunch there and it was just beautiful and a perfect day. And then on the way back, of course, it rained for about 20 minutes. But, hey, listen, into every good thing, a little rain must fall. But what a great time. I mean, between that and Forget Work, Let's Ride Day, I am exhausted, man.
I bet you are.
Yeah, you got to be tired, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that story, LJ. Yeah, get that over to me, and we'll get it out there. I want to hear about that. And we did the my wife didn't go with me. I was going to say my wife and I, because she was supposed to go with me, but something came up. But I went out to the Born Free Motorcycle Show, which I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's a gigantic show. It's it's powered by Harley Davidson, called Powered by Harley Davidson and Rush Brown Motorcycle Attorneys, who are the Cyclefish site sponsor, by the way. But this is a gigantic show. This brings in people from around the country, and the reason I love it so much is it's dedicated to the old school choppers. I mean, 95% of the bikes out there, have the word head in their engine. It's a pan head, it's a shovel head, it's a flat head, it's a knuckle head. I mean, and they're all old school, the style choppers with the big rakes on the fronts. And, most of the guys are still living in that era, walking around with their tie-dye T-shirts on. It's just a fun event. There are some new bikes out there, and there's some modern builders that come out there with, all the fiberglass and the other cool stuff that they put on the modern bikes. But these are the old school choppers built the old school way, in garages, hand beat metal and stuff like that. Just a great show. So we do have a write-up on that. that. It's on cyclefish.com. Just go to the blogs. You can see a good write-up, and we'll have the photo album out there by tonight probably. I'll work on that tonight, and I've got hundreds of pictures from that show. But just a fun event. And then also last weekend, as we know, because we talked to Amber, I think a couple weeks ago, the Junebug Boogie happened,
Right.
and it was one of their best events ever. They had one of the best turnouts they ever had. Thanks to Cyclefish here, we promote them here on the Cyclefish website. We also designed and manage the Junebug Boogie website, and all their social media we managed for them. So we did a great job of promoting it for them. Not blowing my own horn here, but they had a fantastic turnout. So we're going to have, I'm waiting to get the pictures from them. I sent a guy out there, a guy I met online, and he was going to go out there. I got him a VIP pass to the event and sent him out there to take pictures. But he's such an old school biker that he contacted me Tuesday, when he got back from the event. And he says, I'm going to send you the pictures. I said, okay, how are you going to send them? He said, well, I'm going to take the SD card out of my camera and mail it to you. It's like, real, dude, there's other ways to do that these days, to get me the pictures. He goes, I don't know how to do any of that. I said, I can set you up, a Google Drive. You can dump them out there. You can email them to me. He goes, no, it's easier if I just drop the SD card in the mail and you take the pictures off and send me the card back because it's the only one I have.
There you go.
Okay. So you talk about old school
That's
bikers,
old
but
school.
Just download it, brother. That's all you got to do.
I just had to learn for a magazine. I said the story, and I just had to learn how to use Dropbox. And I tell you,
really?
it was extremely easy. I mean, I thought it was going to be really difficult. A friend of mine gave me a few pointers, and within minutes, I was Dropboxing stuff.
Let me fill you in on something. Let me fill you in on something, guys.
Okay.
This show gets sent to Dropbox, and I have to change it over to audio. This show, we're actually live in England as well.
Nice.
So we're not live in England. Well, they play our show in England as well. So that's Dropbox.
I hope they can understand us.
Yeah, do they speak English over there or what?
I hope they understand me.
They're like, what the hell did he do to our language?
You are right there.
I get it all the time.
We're
What's
all
up? What's up, Bob? Where you at,
Hey,
Bob?
everybody.
Where are you now?
I'm in Columbus, Ohio for the Buckeye Motorcycle and Music Rally.
All right.
So,
At Crew Stadium?
Big things happening. At the historic Crew Stadium.
I've been there twice.
Oh, yeah. For what?
I was rocking Rock on the Range. It was called Rock on the Range. Range. I can't remember. It was two heavy metal concerts. They were rock festivals. They were 3 days apiece. These things. So we did them 2 years in a row. We did it, and it was horrible. I mean, it was a great show, but when you're a fat guy like myself, standing on your feet for 3 days is not fun. So now there you go. So what are you doing over there now?
So we're here for that. And first of all, my apologies to the Junebug Boogie for not being able to make it down there. I really wanted to go. The camper shell on my truck broke, and long story short, I'm finally getting it fixed next week. So things happen, But next year, I'll swing down there and say hi to them.
I'm sure they'd be glad to have you. It's a great crowd down there. I'm sure your vendor booth would work out well down there, and I know they'd be glad to have you. So,
even if I
see those people.
Yeah. And that's really the other part of it. It's hard to take the trailer down there and, you go through all this and, expenses, but we'll figure it out. They're good people. I've heard about it for years, like through Cyclefish. But so we're here in Ohio at the Columbus at the Buckeye Motorcycle Music Rally at historic Crew Stadium. They got some great bands lined up here. They've got all the vendors rolled in, most of them yesterday and today. It's about all set up, over 80 vendors. Guys, they've really laid it out right. They've got vendor retail in one area. They've got service in another area, like if you want a stereo or pinstriping set up in another area where bikes can get in and out. So they've done that well. Little beer bars everywhere. They've got a day stage outside, like Thursday. They've got trying to read my own writing here. I can't read it. Appalachian Outlaws and Electric Circus, I know, we're going to play on Thursday. There's no major concerts on Thursday, but coming in Friday, Corey Farley, Lakeview, Brantley Gilbert, and Hank Williams Jr. on Thursday. That'll be a great show.
Are you ready for some football? Oh, sorry.
So that's Friday. Saturday is the Rob Matterhorn Band. I write like a third grader. Fuel. Oliver Anthony. I think that Oliver Anthony. I think is going to be a great show. Leonard Skinner. So yeah, great musical lineup. The promoter is a concert venue guy by trade. That's his big thing. He does another show in Ohio, in Northern Ohio. And so, yeah, I think that's going to go well here. They've got everything, like I say, I keep saying it, but everything's laid out pretty good. You know, from a vendor standpoint, maybe not so much, but first year, give them preps. I know they had a lot of hassle from the fire marshal, which is all for a good reason, you know, keep us safe. We appreciate that. So we'll see how it goes and, you know, report back next week, and hopefully vendors made money, concert makes money, and everything goes well.
You know, that's awesome that you're down there.
They got a pretty good music lineup out there, too, this year.
Very good, yeah. Hey, Bob, do me a favor. When I was there last, I think it was like 2015, right by not far from the stadium, there's a place called Blazing Saddles. It's a restaurant. And the whole restaurant is themed to the movie Blazing Saddles.
Really?
And it even looks like one of the town. Okay,
right.
That's what the restaurant looks like. Look it up. Check it out. Every time we went to go there, because the rock festival would start at 11 o'clock in the morning and end at 11 o'clock at night. So by the time we got out, everything was closed. So check it out. Google it. The restaurant that's right where you are, right there by the stadium. Right. So I'm a fat guy.
I'll check it out for sure. Right. It's all good. I'll check it out.
So what were you saying there, Lucky, about the bands?
Yeah, it looks like I was just looking at, we got it listed out here on cyclefish.com, and I was just looking at the lineup. Looks like they've got a really nice band lineup going on out there. They've got Hank Williams Jr., Leonard Skinner coming out there this year. Who else is out there? Colt Ford. So they've got some big names, and looks like they've got probably 20, 30 other bands, you know, not the featured bands. So they've got a great music lineup. Looks like a good time out there. I think you're gonna enjoy yourself, Bob. Hopefully you're not there selling glasses the entire time. Maybe you can listen to a little bit of music and get out to the stage.
Yeah, I will be mostly. I mean, I'm here to work. I'll be selling glasses. However,
right.
I've got a great trailer spot right by one of the outdoor mini bars, and I can see the stage.
Oh, good.
From out my man door. So yeah, I can't see the main stage where the big concerts are, but we can hear it. It's an outdoor venue, so they're literally right there, and I'll be able to hear everything. So I'm excited about it, man.
Have you ever seen Hank Williams Jr. Live?
I have not. No, and I might shut down and sneak in if I can.
He actually puts on a really good show. Very entertaining. Very entertaining musician there. Puts on a great show. Gets the crowd involved. Gets them singing the songs and playing along. So it's a great show. Really entertaining.
I'm excited. I love all his music. Yeah, he's on my Pandora when I travel the country, and I love when his songs come on. I'm the best singer in my truck when I travel.
There you go.
Unfortunately, I only know the football song. I'm from New York, though. Those bands, for the exception of Leonard Skinner, they're real popular outside of New York. So
right.
And that guy does the Monday Night Football song. I don't know if he still does, but that's how I know him. So
no, there was a little controversy there. Hank wound up leaving the Monday Night Football. You can look it up online. You'll see a little bit of stuff went on with Hank and ESPN.
Sweet. All right, guys. So let's pay some bills. All right. So we'll be right back after the message. Okay.
Right.
Sounds
Check
good.
it out.
Leather Up will keep you safe while looking great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From heated to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off.
There are so many awesome bike rallies all over this great country, which you can find at cyclefish.com. Check out cyclefish.com for a full schedule of events. Cyclefish.com. Please go to cyclefish.com for all the details.
Do you ride? I ride. Hi, Jim Lennox here from Lennox Law in Comac. Your personal injury and estate planning attorneys for over 35 years. If you've been in a motorcycle or any type of accident, call us. 631-486-9500.
We all know that safety comes first, but you don't want to look like your parents are sending you on a bike ride. Here at Micro DOT Helmets, we're focused on lightweight DOT certified helmets that protect and still look great, so you don't have to look like that mushroom from Super Mario. If you do have an accident, we'll ship you a fresh new helmet. Real lifetime warranty, only at Micro DOT Helmets, a veteran-owned business.
Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery. Keys Love Jewelry, stainless steel jewelry for men and women at affordable pricing, guaranteed to never tarnish or turn. And Keys Cutlery, a cut above the rest, specializing in hunting, camping, fantasy, everyday use, and self-defense equipment for your personal safety. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery are both located inside Retro Relics at 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. That's inside Retro Relics at 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. Check their websites out at keyslovejewelry.com and keyscutlery.com. That's keyslovejewelry.com and keyscutlery.com. Got a question? Give them a call. 631-379-1781. That's 631-379-1781. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery.
It's the world's only motorcycle rally on a cruise ship. High Seas Rally, October 26th through November 2nd, sailing out of Tampa, Florida, with stops in Bimini, Freeport, Nassau, and Coco Cay in the Bahamas. 7 days of the most fun you'll ever have. Biker dress code, a bike vendor trade show, world-class parties, and this year you can win 4 in 24. Book your cabin now and you'll automatically be registered to win not 1 but 4 custom-built motorcycles, thanks to Law Tigers and High Seas Rally. We hope you're ready to rock. This year we welcome legendary frontman of Foreigner, Lou Graham, Dixon, Airball, our very own party band Steel Rod, and many more. There will also be special performances by the world's only biker comedy hypnotist, Gary Michaels. High Seas Rally, October 26th through November 2nd, benefiting the High Seas Rally Dialysis Fund and Wounded Warrior Project. Go to highseasrally.com to book your cabin now.
All right.
Ooh, that berry.
You good?
It's good. Very
So-
good.
She just tried the, you held it up,
Very good.
the Rockaberry from Rocka Vodka.
Rocka good.
You like it?
Yes. Very good.
Would you buy it?
Yes.
Cheers.
What do you think of that?
I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome,
I
right?
freaking love it.
This is Rocka Vodka. This is
Vodka
Bones.
is my middle name.
This is Bones' first shot of it. What do you think of that?
I say give me another shot.
All right. You want to try the vodka myself?
Yeah. This shit's dangerous.
This here. We got Bones, and we got Smokey here from the Punishers, and they're trying the Rocka Vodka.
Woo.
And it's diet vodka.
Yes. No calories.
Like heaven.
Woo.
Yeah. You like it? That stuff, sorry, that stuff is so good. I love that stuff. So, who wants to take over now? How about you, LJ?
What am I taking over? All right,
I don't
well, Well, I got to bring up Nathan's Ride. I mean,
Sure,
obviously
bring
we
up
have
Nathan's
that
Ride.
this Saturday. We're sending that some positive vibes. I'm pretty sure the weather is going to be fine. You know, the weather report keeps flipping back and forth, but I'm looking at the radar. It looks like everything's going to pass. We have got so much going on. You know, the day's going to start off. You get there. There's going to be donuts and coffee and water. You're going to sign up only $20. You get a beautiful, beautiful shirt. I mean, listen. I go to a lot of runs. I ain't putting anybody down, but a lot of times you get a shirt and it just got a little thing on there. This is like a real old school biker shirt.
Nice.
We put a lot of work into this. Pride. We do that. So you get that for your $20. And you're going to go on one of the most beautiful rides through Albany, Greene, and Schoharie counties. You know, stopping at 3 local places and all that you've probably never been to before. Or maybe you have. And then you're going to come back, okay, to the Greenville Town Park. And there's going to be food, all right? There's going to be catered food. We're talking about phenomenal Italian food.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, yeah. All sorts of stuff that you can imagine by a local place up here. There we go. Going back to that hamburger. That was a good hamburger, man. I got to tell you. Onion ring. You know, onion ring.
Don't you love a good hamburger?
I love a good hamburger.
I love a good hamburger.
So
Everybody
I also
loves
love
a good hamburger.
I love a good Italian food, man. Really good Italian food. You know, the eggplant. It's gonna be like eggplant. It's gonna be all the stuff you associate with Italian food catered on. You get to choose what you want, and then all right, you're gonna have a phenomenal DJ cranking out all your favorite biker classic tunes and all that. You're gonna have raffles.
Who's that DJ?
A guy named LJ James. Up and coming guy. So, but yeah, he's pretty good. So then you're gonna have, like I said, you're gonna have bike games going on along with raffles. We got a bunch of awesome raffles, and then we do 3 bike games every year with awesome trophies. All right, and we're gonna see who can win them this year. I mean, I see. Hi, Johnny. I see Johnny waving at me. It's like picture in picture. Hi. So, but a lot of things. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to that. And then we've got a lot of events going on up here. So hey, I see Lucky. I'm telling Lucky Bob.
Hey, ouch.
Hey, Bob.
Hey.
Hi, Bob.
So, hey, buddy. I have some news.
Oh no.
Who got news?
Me,
Good
Bob.
news.
Good
Bob
news.
has news. Hold on. Let's get Bob up there. What'd I do here? Hold on.
I don't know what you did.
There we go. What do you got, Bob?
Okay.
Hey.
So this just in, OpticArmor.com is now live. You can shop for all your favorite motorcycle glasses, regular sunglasses, polarized, bifocals. They're all on the website, OpticArmor.com, folks. It's been 15 years in the making.
OpticArmor.com.
It's been 15 years in the making, and I really pushed it hard this last year. I hired a guy, and we are live right now. The only problem is I can't get paid. You can pay me, but the Shopify has got me locked out until that's resolved. I can't get paid. However, you can shop away, and I will send those glasses right to your doorstep.
Sweet, man. And you got great glasses, man. I definitely bought some stuff. Well, for
15
you,
years in the making. Wow.
I've owned the .com, OpticArmor.com, since day one when I decided to be a sunglasses vendor. Brainstormed with my wife one night, and we came up with that name. And so we had the .com immediately. And I never really wanted to be a website guy, but in today's market, in today's world, it's a must.
Yeah,
So I decided
you got to be, Bob. I mean, it's
I
just,
really. Yeah, I started this. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I started last Thanksgiving with a guy, and we decided, this is what I want to do. Here's what I want. And about 6 weeks into it, this guy decided, let's get this other guy. He's more of a retail guy. So then I started working with him and about January. So like I say, it's live right now, and OpticArmor.com. You can check out. We sell Fast Metal, Global Vision, which are the 2 top brands out there. Fast Metal was invented by Ken Wilson, the grandfather of aluminum frame sunglasses. He started with Gators Eyewear, Liquid Eyewear, now Fast Metal. A lot of the military are all about the Fast Metal eyewear. You can change the lenses. You can do into clear at night, shaded during the day, whatever you want. There's other brands out there. They're just as good. But I'm one of the few that sells Fast Metal, and I'm really proud of them. And they've been great to work with. So. that
Well, that's
Global
awesome,
Vision.
man. Congratulations on that.
I'll tell you, that's going to work
Thank
out
you.
great for you, Bob. I'll tell you, you're going to get, I talk to a lot of vendors. I work with a lot of vendors. We got, when I go out to events, I try to talk to everybody I can about how they sell stuff. And, one of the things is, a lot of people go to events and they might, people, because of all the research they can do these days with the internet, they learn about the glasses that you're selling, but they want to look a little more and, see what the reviews are and stuff. So you're going to wind up with sales after the event from people that are out there. Plus, when they go back to their hometowns, people are going to say, well, where'd you get those glasses? They're going to say, well, I got them from Optic Armor. And, it's going to be a year before you roll back into an event in their town. So they're going to need to go somewhere and get those if they like the ones their buddy's wearing and they weren't at the event. So I think it's going to work out real well for you because you've got the word of mouth going on at the events. And now the people can buy them or refer their friends to buy them after they get back to their hometown.
Right. And people every day ask, hey, do you have a website? What's your website? They ask and ask. Yep. And I finally, you know what, I've got to get on the ball here and get into the 21st century here. So, yeah, we got it going and we're real proud of it. And, items come and go because styles change, but it is what it is, man. We're very proud of what we offer. And we're proud to be out there representing some good companies and trying to give people good glasses at a fair price.
Yeah, Bob, also I wanted to talk to you about something when you were talking about the Buckeye Music Festival, and I was looking at it here online, and it's an idea that myself and a couple of the other people on my team had come up with. And that's, when you go to CycleFish, of course, we sell the advertising for our big advertisers out there throughout our website and on the motorcycle event calendar. But once you click on an event like the Buckeye Motorcycle Rally, and I'm just looking at this has, 18,000 views of just that one event. People have actually looked at the Buckeye Motorcycle Music Rally. And I was thinking about having the vendors that are going to be at the events, as vendors are going to these events, to let me know, and we can run a little ad right on that event itself down at the bottom. Be sure to stop by and visit Optic Armor and tell us where your booth's going to be in the bigger events when they have booth numbers or aisle numbers. And I think we could that'd be a pretty good business. So let's talk after the show, talk offline, and what we'll do is I'm going to use you as a test, and
sure.
We're gonna donate you an ad for a couple of your upcoming events, and send me a list of the events that you've got coming up that you're gonna be at, and let's see if this works for you. Let's see if people walk into your booth and say, "Yeah, I was looking at the Buckeye Music Festival on CycleFish, and I saw that you were gonna be here, so I figured I'd stop by." So
that sounds like a cool plan. Yeah, great idea.
Yeah,
I think a lot of vendors will get on board with that.
Sure, and also you got to send me if you send the show here, like a schedule of where you're gonna be, we can put it up on the show too.
Yep.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah, we got and another thing, Bob. I know you're just getting into this this whole internet thing, and you've used CycleFish. Do you have a profile on CycleFish, Bob? Have you ever signed up?
Yeah, since day one, my friend. Indiana Rider.
Okay. Oh, that's you?
That's me, my friend.
Put your pants on.
Johnny knows everybody on site. Is it just your personal profile, or do you actually sign up for a business profile?
It's my personal. It'll say Indiana Rider is I think what it is. I have to look, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure because like if I say I'm going to an event, it'll say Indiana Rider. That was my magazine back in the day. We owned a magazine called Indiana Rider Magazine, and that was back in 2013. So that's when I started it, probably.
Yeah, well, let's talk offline. We'll get your business profile set up here too, so you can jump in and join each one of these events, and you'll actually be joining as Optic Armor. So let's talk offline and get you set up, because I want to work with people I know and bounce these ideas around and see how well they work and see what we can do for the the vendor industry is something that they've been bugging me forever to get more promotion on CycleFish.
Right.
We promote the rallies. We promote the rallies. We promote the the nationwide businesses that sell online and stuff, like our good friends over at Micro.Helmet or big advertisers on our website. But we're not doing enough to promote the vendors that are going to the rallies. And I'd like to have something on there to where we can talk about the vendors on the rally listings and possibly even start a group chat so vendors can go out there and talk to each other about what are the good events, where are the events you make money, how are you doing these days, what's going on, and start a group out there just for vendors. If you're not a motorcycle vendor at rallies, you can't belong to the group.
I like it, and that's a good thing, and to the people out there listening, get on board with CycleFish, get your own profile going and get your, so tell people, hey, I'm attending, the Buckeye Motorcycle Music Fest. Say, hey, I'm joining. So when other people look at that listing, they'll say, hey, man, there's 75 people that are going to that. So that'll get interest for other people to say, hey, man, that looks like a lot of my friends are going. So let's jump on that. So everybody get your own profile out there.
Yeah, or you might be able to find a new riding buddy. I'm riding by myself out of XYZ town, heading over here. I don't have anybody to ride with. You jump on there and you find somebody in your area that's riding up there. I say, let's meet up at Denny's, and
right,
ride out there together.
I know Johnny's got to jump on that.
Oh man, as soon as I got it.
That was a good burger, man.
I knew. As soon as you said food, I knew he was on that. Awesome stuff. Awesome.
I tell you,
That burger was from Maple on the Lake. Maple on the Lake in East Burn, I think it is West Burn. I don't even know. Look it up, man. It's in the Catskill Mountain.
Sweet,
beautiful, beautiful place. When you come up
so
there, we're going there.
When I come up there, LJ, when I come up there next year on my way to Arundel, Maine at Bentley's, then we'll go there.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many places. I mean, around here, there's a lot of cool places. I mean, that's a great place. I mean, we can also go to the Blackthorn. They got some great food over there. I mean, Blackthorn. I like Maple on the Lake. Don't get me wrong. I really like that place. Right. But if you would come and visit, first place I would take it would be the Blackthorn.
Yeah.
Put it down.
There's some great food out there on those roads. Yeah, when you're riding those side roads, those back roads, that's where you find some of the greatest food in the world.
It's funny you say that because
mom and pop places.
When you say that, when I rode around Lake Michigan, and all I wanted to do was like along the lake, there was some of these beaches that were going on, and they had like a little burger shack there, like it was a nice greasy burger, and it's all I wanted to do was stop. But the guy that I was with, he took me off the lake onto like a main road, like a like LJ, like a Jericho Turnpike type of road.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't want to be here. I want to be like on the lake. He takes me to this pizza place, worst pizza in the world. But I understand what you're saying about these little places, because around the lake, all I kept seeing were the little burger joints, a little wing shack. That's what you're talking about. When you go for a ride and you find amazing places like that. Am I right?
Is that when you were riding with Ed up? Were you riding with Ed up there?
Yes.
Yep. So
I forget where I was years ago. Years and years ago. I mean, this is going back. Got to be. I mean, it's before the internet. And I looked at a map and I decided, for whatever reason, on the bike, I want to take some, not the throughway, but some road. Because if I hop on this road, it'll take me up. And it was just this really back roads, So I'm taking it and I stop at this little gas station in the middle of nowhere to get, to fill up the bike. And I'm in there and I remember I smelled something. And I'm like, man, what is it? And it smelled so good. And I said, and listen, I love New England clam chowder. New England clam, I love it. I mean, and I said to the guy, I said, what is that smell, man? And he goes, oh, my mother just made up her famous New England clam chowder. There's a fresh pot right in the back. She makes it from scratch. And I went back there. I remember thinking it was just amazing. It was just amazing. Just this little hole-in-the-wall gas station in the middle of nowhere. And they had the best, the best.
Yeah, that's what you find, man. It's like, you ever watch that show with Guy Fieri?
Where he travels around to dives and diners or whatever.
Yeah. That's like, he finds these little places and they got this amazing food in there. And that's part of the beauty about riding a motorcycle, because you find yourself in these places along the lake or whatever, and you find a little place like that, and they have like they specialize in something amazing. Am I right?
Yeah. No. Absolutely. No, I mean, I found hundreds and hundreds of places over the years just by accident, just totally by accident.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
but you're not gonna. Johnny, you said about the pizza though. I'll tell you, you're not gonna. You're from New York, and that's why you're not gonna find good pizza no matter where in the world you go. It's just when I moved out here, when I moved to Florida first, and then out here, and people would tell me this is the best pizza place in the world, or this is the best Italian restaurant in the world. Being from New York and New Jersey, it's like, no, don't pull that shit on me. It's like
even Chicago. Like, I went to Chicago, and they're like, no, pizza's so much better than New York. I ate it. I went to one of like the top pizza places in Chicago. I can't remember the name. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm sorry.
Well,
you can't touch New York.
When I went to
I don't know if I ever told you, but my grandfather actually was an Italian. I'm from a big Italian family, even though my last name, my dad was German, but I'm from a big Italian family. My grandfather's directly from Sicily. Wow. I got 34 Italian cousins still living out there in New Jersey somewhere. But my grandfather was an Italian butcher and restaurant in, I believe it was Brooklyn, almost his entire life until he retired. He was pretty much retired when I was born. I was born later in life. My mom was the youngest of the 7 kids, so he was
Oops.
retired. But from what I knew is he had a great Italian restaurant there and butcher shop in New York. And you talk about being spoiled. We'd be at Grandpa's house every Sunday. That's the way Italians did things back in the 60s. And Grandpa would make food for all 30 some odd people that were there, cousins, aunts and uncles, and he had his own little butcher shop in the basement, and he'd make the sausage fresh, and the cousins would get to hold the sausage tubes on there while he pumped the sausage in. And you talk about Italian, and then people come out here and they say, oh, you got to try this Italian restaurant, it's authentic Italian. It's like, nah,
Yeah, authentic.
don't give me that shit.
Right.
I'm trying to go to Italy, man.
Funny story. Years ago, back in 2013, I went out to visit my brother. It was my little brother Chris. It was his 30th birthday. So me and my mother wanted to go out, and she's like, "Hey, I don't want to fly out there by myself. So will you go with me?" I said, "Absolutely." So we got out there, and he actually worked at a New York style pizza place. I mean, he grew up making pizzas on Long Island in New York City area. So when he went out there, there was a New York City pizza place. They hired him right away. So we get there, and I had a slice of the pizza, but I really didn't want the pizza. I like pizza, but I've had the best pizza in the world. Why would I go anywhere else? But what I did want was the fish tacos. So while I was there, I probably had about 10 different places I went to. I guess California is known for their fish tacos.
Yes.
And they're awesome, man. Listen, I went to a bunch of different places. Some of them were really good. Some of them weren't, but man, I want to go someplace. I want to go and find out what they're famous for,
Right.
Not like their copy of, like I said, someone says, oh yeah, this place says, well, I can get pizza in Long Island, in New York, I don't need to go to California.
Yeah.
Domino's.
You're not going to go to Wyoming and get tacos. You're not,
Right.
it's just you're not going to get Cajun food in Portland,
Indiana.
You go to Philly, you're getting cheesesteaks,
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
I want a Long Island hamburger,
Believe it or not, my best Philly cheesesteak I ever had was in Delaware.
Really?
Really?
You know what's great? As we're
close
talking about
enough,
all this food, if you notice that LJ's cat's licking his ass in the background.
That's River's birthday's coming up, man. I've had River 12 years, man. That cat, look at that
That's
cat.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Hey, listen, he's got to keep.
he's looking like what, me?
Right.
Hey, listen,
Don't mind
what are
me.
you doing? Hey, River, you're on TV. What are you doing, man?
Look, I'm licking my ass. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
just
my God.
chilling out. He's looking out the window now.
I'm surprised Johnny's still on the air with us after talking about all this food. It's just
I know, right?
he hasn't left the room yet.
What are you trying to say? Believe it or not, I got White Castle waiting for me. Well,
You
No
can't say
way.
that. You can't say that.
Right.
I got it, man.
So-
I'll start my diet tomorrow. And notice I learned some from a friend, Bobby Sopa, who's in the hospital right now, and we send out prayers to Bobby. Hopefully, right? But he taught me that if you put the word diet in front of anything, it's okay. Like diet tacos, diet pizza. So, Bobby, Dan, thanks for that, and we hope you get out of the hospital soon and you recuperate real fast, my friend.
It's diet.
That's
There's
to you,
10
buddy.
10 calories less than if you had the normal one, and you eat 5 of them because it's diet.
I know it's kind of like those diet. I love Oreo cookies. And they had the diet Oreo cookies, and basically they didn't take anything out of them. What they did was they made smaller, thinner Oreo cookies.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
Less calories.
If I had any self-control, I would just eat less fucking cookies. I don't need you to make the cookies smaller.
So what they do? I eat 5 of them instead of having 2. There you go. Right?
Exactly.
When have you ever had 2 Oreos? I can't eat no 2. I mean, the
Really?
sleeve, 2 sleeves.
A
maybe.
sleeve. Yeah. Sit down. One glass of milk pretty much covers a sleeve.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I had those.
I'm doing a line of Oreos.
I had those thin Oreos last 2 weeks ago up in Maine. I had I saw them at the grocery store and they had less icing, and I was like, yeah, what the hell? Where's the icing? That's why you buy it, So it's just a chocolate cookie with nothing. I pitched them and went to the store.
You know
and got
what I'm
some
looking
real ones.
for? You know when you guys used to get the TV dinners, right? You had like the chicken and you had the corn, the mashed potatoes, and that little
Don't say the
Cube
church.
steak.
brownie in the middle, remember?
I just
yeah.
had it last night. I
Yep.
just had that last night. I swear to you.
Yeah.
I just had that last night.
I'm looking for just the brownie. That's all I want. It's just a brownie.
Listen, I was just
Right.
talking about that last night because I made one. Now, here's the thing that pisses me off with that whole thing: is you make the thing, you got to put the TV dinner in, right?
Yeah.
Then you got to remove the brownie halfway through, and then
Right.
put the whole thing back in. I mean, and this is 2024. They can't make a brownie that you can just cooks at the
Leave
right
in there?
temperature. Yeah, I don't want to be pulling out no brownie. I mean, and honestly, that brownie's okay, but I've had better brownies.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
it's like the mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes never friggin' cook. I mean, you got to put. the
So it's like
potatoes in
frozen in the middle, right?
Yeah, they're always frozen in the middle. I mean, if they're looking for heat shields for the space shuttle, use frozen mashed potatoes because heat doesn't seem to affect them in the least bit.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, it's all good.
So I haven't been doing my Vendor of the Week spotlight, but I do
know that you
have a
haven't.
couple. And it's just because the way it lands in shows and who's there. Like in Maine, there was just myself and Sinister Sound, which Sinister Sound was willing to do it, but we
Right.
really never got the time. So I want to throw a big shout out to Psycho Killer Waterless Wash and Wax, psychowash.com.
Right.
They make some killer spray and wipe your bike. I can't tell you all the things they do, but this is the top bike wash out there. You just spray it on, wash it off, takes bugs off, takes dirt off, shines your bike. They're good for gloss bikes,
Awesome.
matte finish. You can wipe your tires with it. It's one of the most unbelievable products I've ever been a part of. So, Psycho Killer Waterless
They
Wash
should
and
send
Wax.
some to us.
Yes, they will. I get you some. I'll make sure we all get a bottle.
Well, I'll tell you-
Okay, sounds good.
Psychowash.com.
I'll tell you one thing, Bob. I mean, listen, that logo right there. I don't care how good the product is. I want a bottle of it just to put on my shelf. I mean, look at that logo. That is a killer
That's awesome.
logo. Psycho Killer logo, man. That is
Bob,
a cool logo.
Bob, did I miss this, Bob? I'm sorry. Did I miss this? What is that?
That's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now. Buckeye
Okay.
Motorcycle Music Rally. Yeah, you should have had that up earlier, but
I
that's
should
all
have.
right.
Yeah, it was in front of
It's
my
all
face.
good.
today.
It's
Look
all
at
good.
it. Oh, God, I
It would have been a
got-
lot easier to. It would have been easier to read than my chicken scratch, right? So,
God damn it!
I
What
would've
a
been a
TV
hammer-
dinner.
If it would have been a hamburger, it would have been up earlier.
right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the hamburger gets all the love. A pre-planned picture gets nothing, right? So it's
Hamburger
all good.
always gets all the love.
Oh man, I'm telling
Right.
you, man.
I want to see
Yeah.
Fuel. I love that band, Fuel. I don't know if you ever
Not
seen
the same.
that.
The
It's
same.
really
You know what I
good.
mean?
There you go.
Right.
That is a good looking burger.
No fries,
Yeah.
huh?
No, I went with the onion rings. Those fries, are
Yeah.
onion. And that little thing right there is like a zesty sauce that you dip the onion rings in. It was really, really
Do you
good.
put the onion rings on the burger? That's what I normally do.
No, I
Oh,
did
yeah.
it right. What I do is I put I took a little bit of the onions off, right? I
Right.
put a little bit. I like to get blue cheese. I put blue cheese on my burger and then a little bit of ketchup on top of that, and then smush it all together. It was awesome.
What was that? Was that Swiss cheese?
No,
What
that's,
kind of cheese was that?
that's American cheese, but up here it's
Oh.
white. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I like my my yellow orange cheese, but
Yeah,
up
me
here
too. All good.
it's all
Yeah.
white, man. So it's a
Very
different
nice.
world. I got to adjust. It's the struggle right there. The struggle's real, man.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Rock
Nope.
and Wrench Saloon.
The
I was
Rock
just
and
showing
Wrench-
Rock and Wrench Saloon, Sandusky Bike Week a couple weeks ago.
How are their burgers?
Good.
We should have a show just about burgers, you know?
I
One
know.
from
People are
Indiana.
tuning in.
Right.
People are
right,
tuning in late and they're going, "What the hell is up with the burgers?" It's
Right. What is? Yeah.
Well, I do
Right.
it every year. Every year for Forget Work, Let's Ride Day. Wherever I stop at, I always have a burger, and
Good.
so far I've been very happy with it.
Shit, then I must be doing that every day then.
Forget work and eat a burger, man.
Just eat a burger. That's. I got Whitey's waiting for me tonight, man. So that's not good.
White
we do forget
Castle.
work. Let's eat.
Yeah.
There you go.
Forget, yeah, right? Forget work. Let's eat day.
That's every day.
All right,
days that
boys.
end in, only days that end in Y.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my God, but all right, man. Well, listen, it was a great show.
It was.
And,
Enjoy talking to y'all.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have more guests on coming up in the next couple of weeks. We have a lot going on. You know, I'm from Long Island, New York. LJ's from upstate New York. We got Bob from Indiana, and of course Lucky from California. So we're gonna give you a bit of as much of the United States as we can. Always something going on, right?
I got a book in the mail. I just got his book in the mail, and it's by Dutch Van Alsten. Dutch Van Alsten is actually a guy who writes for one of the magazines I write for, New York Rider magazine. And I had read one of his articles, and I thought it was phenomenal. So I sent him, and I said, hey, listen, I really liked your article. I just want to let you know that. He was like, thanks a lot. So I talked to him. I found that he writes books. And I told him, I said, yeah, I'd like to have you on the show. And he says, I got a new book coming out. Let me send it to you. And I just got it yesterday. And this is it right here.
Nice.
It's called Demons Rising, the story of the Wayward Scout. And I got to look it through it. I don't know if I can read the whole thing by next week, but it looks like a really good book, and I will read it. And I'd like to get him. He wants to come on the show. So hopefully in the next week or two, we will have him on.
All right.
Very
That'd be
good.
great, man.
Sounds good.
All right.
That'd be fantastic. So if anybody out there has a story or something they'd like to share with us, just Facebook any one of us, man, and we'll get you on the show with us. Because you know what, you have a motorcycle, you have a story, good or bad.
Yeah.
Am I right, guys?
Right.
So
You should have some good stories. Whether listen, you might have a few bad ones. If you got a motorcycle, you got some good stories.
you got them. You got to. So
Right.
we'd love to hear from you. The phones. Since I'm by myself in the studio here, the phone's over there, so I can't get to it. You know what I'm saying? The phone's right here, but it's not hooked up to the mixing board. So just, DM us. Direct message us on Facebook. If you got a story you'd like to come on, no matter where you are, and if it's good enough, and we all approve it, you're on the show with us. That sound good, guys?
Sounds good.
It'll be like American Idol. America's Got Talent. They got to get past us, and we'll.
What did Bob have up there?
There you go.
Wait,
I had a nice picture today. I sent it to you just a minute ago, Johnny.
who was
Is that
that?
you, Bob?
It's Bob.
That's me. I grew my hair. I cut it
Bob
off real
with
quick
hair.
today.
Bob with that. I'm not. I don't think I'll be able to put it up in time.
No, all good, man. Just
Well,
we have some fun. We were having some fun today.
Good. I'm glad you had fun
So-
out there.
Yeah. So you can reach me at bob.mmrs.com. No. What is that? bob.mmrs@gmail.com. That's my email.
Right.
Opticarmor.com is the website. Reach out to us. Let us know. Hey, we'd love to get some advertisers on there. Check out CycleFish. What a great option you got going there, Lucky. I think that's a great idea. Get with me. I think if you're on the group chat there in our messenger, my phone number's on there. But yeah, reach out anytime. Let's get that
Okay,
going.
I'll find it. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks,
good.
Thanks, everybody. It's great talking. Have a good show, guys, and
Have
we'll
a
see you
great
next week.
Have a great week.
Have a great week, everybody. Take care, everybody.
All right, buddy. We'll see you
All right, bye,
next
guys.
week right here, Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. Like and follow our page. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And check us out on our podcast, which this show will be on later on today or tomorrow. All right, well, I want to say good night to Bob. Good night, Bob.
Good night, everybody.
Good night to Lucky. Good night, Lucky.
Good night, everybody. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next week.
Good night to LJ.
So long, farewell.
And good night, Johnny.
Good night, Johnny.
Johnny.
Bye, Johnny.
Or Johnny.
Say good night. Say good night, Johnny.
Good night, Johnny. See you guys next week. We out of here.
Later.
Have a great night.
Peace.
Bye.
All right.